start. I'm proud to stand before you here today. It's amazing that in this building with the amount of history, 170 years since the state of Iowa was accepted into the United States, and you look around you and imagine those that walked before us, and that 170 years ago, our founders of the state of Iowa, it was found in the record as they talked about the Freedom Amendment, that we don't need to have a right to keep and bear arms in the Iowa Constitution because, by gosh, we have the U.S. Constitution. But that was obviously before the Jim Crow era, the Sullivan Law in New York, the National Firearms Act in '34, and overreaching federal government and state governments. There are those that cannot grasp that each and every one of us has a God-given right to defend ourselves. None of us would ask a dog to not protect its puppies from a predator, any more than we would ask someone not to have a lifeguard at a swimming pool full of kids. But yet there are people in this building that don't believe that that's your right. Amber Vail wrote a very profound statement. Before you argue with someone, ask yourself, is that person mentally mature enough to grasp the concept of a different perspective? Because if not, there's absolutely no point. And those of you that have known me for a while know that my favorite author is Thomas Sowell, possibly the most brilliant mind of our generation. And Dr. Sowell said, people convinced of their own superior wisdom and virtue have no time to spare for what other people want, whether in housing or in healthcare or a whole range of other things. America's founding is unique in world history. In America, we have economic freedom. We create wealth, and we've created the wealthiest nation in the world by serving other people, not from stealing from other people. We don't have to have castles to defend our fiefdoms because we're all citizens. We're not individual sovereign. We're individual sovereigns over ourselves. We don't answer to a queen or a king or a feudal lord. We were founded on the principles of economic freedom, personal responsibility, and self-governance. Let's not argue with idiots, but ensure that those who are capable of grasping the concepts of our founding understand the importance of preserving the bedrock principles of freedom, and that your willingness here today to come here and stand here with us, and your willingness to go upstairs when we are finished and meet with your representatives and remind them that they represent us. They don't rule over us. Be polite, be professional, and never stop defending your freedoms, every single one of your God-given freedoms. It's my pleasure now to introduce my friend. Some of you may have bought a thing or two from him, a little company over in Grinnell and Montezuma called Brownells, which has become the powerhouse firearms parts supplier in America. Ladies and gentlemen, former president of the NRA board member, my friend, great American, Pete Brown.